Hello everyone, in this lesson or tutorial I'll show you how to rebuild the RedPoly product from start to end. I will show you this using our latest product, these shearling boots, and what I have here is our terms of service HUD and a package with our orange leather texture pack. Now how to begin? Okay, first this is HUD, so you need to wear it. And this is our terms of service, and you must choose agree or disagree. In this case, of course, I will use agree. And now the actual product will be delivered to you. I click accept. I can detach this or it will detach automatically. Okay, now we have this box here and another box with orange leather. Okay, let's start with this box. This is the base package. It's packed in a box. Notice we have a floating text here, a touch to unpack. This is the best way to unpack things, by touching. Just click and I see this pop-up, click accept. And notice what happens. I have a folder with everything inside without using open or copy to our inventory. So no prim or texture is lost during the transfer. I will not need this any longer now. Okay, let's take a look here. We have a lot of objects, a lot of scripts, note cards, clothing, references, a lot of stuff. How to begin? It's pretty simple actually. You have of course a note card that says building steps. You see there are steps 1 to 4. Important note here is that usage of the system differs between versions. For example, this is a Big Creator system 2.5. We have older version of this that is used a little bit differently. I will try to illustrate how to use both. Okay, what we have here, the standard things that you are looking at the beginning are of course the sculpt maps. See they're boxed, put inside a specific box. The textures, ambient occlusion and specular maps are put in a different box. Here in this package we have alpha package. All alpha clothing is put in different box. We have references that have wear me here. You can wear those and take a look how the shoes will look, for example. Notice we have a reference female shape that you need to use too in order to take a look how exactly those shoes should look. Okay, now I need to wear two more things. This is the alpha shoe and the shoe base, and now this is the reference. This is how the shoes must look like. This is just for reference. Those are no trans, so you cannot sell them as it is because they have our name as creator and we don't like this. You need to recreate them. How to do that? It's super simple. You need to use Big Creator system first. This is the first step, so I will rest this on the ground. Notice there is a pop-up that asks me to link, to give permissions to link prims, so I will use yes. If you click no, the prims will not be linked, and this is the default behavior for Big Creator system 1.0, no linking, but in 2.5 we have linking. So how to proceed? Just rest this, then go to build. I'm using the newest Firestorm viewer actually. So I will create just a simple box. Then I go inside it in content, right click, going to content. And now I need to look for the section script. Notice the name of the section script is identical to the Big Creator system name. Sometimes we provide with more than one Big Creator system, so you need to be careful which one of the provided section script you will use. They need to match. So I will just put the script, drag and drop inside the box. Then I need take. I'm using only my recent menu here, so I can be aware of what is the latest prims in my inventory. Right click here, edit. I'm going to the contents of the big creator system. I put the object inside, and I have set up big creator script and the object. Now I click with the left, and notice what happens. The big creator system is starting to recreate the shoes by using your prim, the prim you created, the box prim, as a building block. This is super important because now the shoes will be recreated and they will have your name as creator to each prim. This is cool, but what will happen if you use the older versions of Big Creator? For example, version 1.0 in our older products, those prims will not be linked. How to operate with those non-linked prims? First step, of course, is to res a reference shoe from the package. For example, this is the left shoe, it's a reference. So when I right click this, I see blue prims, blue highlights, and I see yellow highlight. The yellowed prim is the root prim. Notice something important here. This is 82 prims, so this shoe is composed with 82 prims, and this prim here is the root prim. Remember this. This is very important. 82 prims, and this big prim here is the root prim. Okay. I will remove this for now. This will be left to work. Let's take a look in other things inside the package. Okay, we have a big creator system. This thing here that it's working right now. Of course, we have section script. We have instructions, step by step too. We have those fitting tips note card or tips note card. There are important, many interesting things here. You need to read those. Poster, alpha package. Now we have an alpha here, alpha shoe here, but we have 10 different alpha shoes packed here in this alpha package. Of course, sculpting maps, for example, take a look at this. I'm raising the sculpting maps. Now, if you open this with right-click contents and try to copy it to your inventory, you will most likely lose some of the texture because there are 82 textures, actually 80 textures inside. So here we have a touch to unpack script. Again, accept, and that's all. All the sculpt maps were accepted by me in this folder here on the top. See every single sculpt map, full permission built in. I will remove those just for now. I will remove this too, not to create too many prims. Okay, we have texture package. Notice in this texture package you have a regular textures and you have atlases. Now I will not stop to explain what exactly is an atlas. We have a very comprehensive tutorial about this, but I will say that the basic about atlases, this is atlas is actually a composed texture, one big texture composed with many small textures. Let's unpack this. I will show you very fast. Delete. We don't need this. We have it unpacked here. Notice this is, for example, a base texture here. It's a shadow map. Looks how it looks like. But what about an atlas like this? The same texture. Okay, not this atlas. Maybe this atlas. Yes. Notice the same texture is now here, but there are actually 3 other textures. This texture, and this texture. So here in this specific product we have 81 different shadow maps, but with atlases we have only 7. So when you re-upload and you use atlases, you will need to spend only $70 Linden compared to $800 Linden. So you save 10 times the money you will spend in a regular mapping. This is important because it's faster this way, it's cheaper this way, and it reses faster too. And I strongly advise you to work with atlases. And we have specular highlight maps. We have a tutorial about this too. It's a specific different tutorial how to use them. The specular highlight maps are provided only in atlas format. By default in this product, BigCreator system recreates the shoes in atlas mapping. This is important for you to know. Okay, the BigCreator system is done. Let's take a look then at the BigCreator system. Because this is 2.5, we have already completely linked product. Notice the root prim is correct. We have 82 prims. Let's make a copy of this on a site, just a copy. Okay, now I will unlink this using this button here, or we can go to build unlink. And this is how the older version of BigCreator will give you prims. Each prim will be a separate prim. So how to link those? It's very simple. You remember 82 prims compose this left shoe. So I will do this. Left click, drag the selection over the shoe, only this shoe. And now I have 82 prims here. If I have more than those, like this, notice there are 86, 85 objects. I am interested only in 82. You need to be careful when you drag select. Now I zoom to this prim here. See all yellow. I need to hold shift, click on this prim, and now this prim, the root prim, is unselected. Notice they are not 82 but 81. Now again with shift clicked, hold down, I need to click again, and now this prim is the last selected prim. This will make it root prim when I click link. Now I click link and notice I have 82 prims, okay, 82 prims, and I have root prim, this one, and I'm done. You see, this is what you need to do if you use our older BigCreator system. Drag, click on the root prim to unselect it, click back to select it, and link. That's all. Okay, now this shoe has our name as creator. It's ready for use. But how to use it? You need to attach it to your avatar, of course, in order to wear it. So we created a retouch system to help you do that. Again, this is the retouch system. It composed with several scripts, in this case 2 scripts, left and right shoe, and of course instructions. In this case, I will take this left retouch script, put it inside the left shoe, click on the right shoe, take the right script, put it inside, okay, close the inventory, now click. Now I'm asked to give permissions to attach to my avatar, so click yes, and the prim shoe goes directly to my avatar. One more time, click yes, and here it is. Now notice, the shoes are not correctly attached to my avatar, no matter that I'm using the original reference shape provided in the pack. So I need to do right click and to trigger an update. How to do that? Go here to the script and click delete, or right click delete. Notice what happens. This is a Second Life bug, and you need to do that in order to trigger an update so the shoes will go to the right position. I go to this, right click, delete, and here it is. They're on the correct position for this specific shape. And what I need to do to finalize this is take them, detach them, go to my inventory. Notice this is the left and right shoe, but notice they are not full permission. How to make them full permission? It's very simple, just rest them back on the ground. Again, this is a second life limitation. I will delete those, I don't need them. And I will take them back, just rest and take. And now I have two shoes, left and right, completely done, ready for wear, and they are actually ready for sale if you want to sell them in this white look, or let's say ready for customizing. Okay, what else we have here? We have a Red Atlas script system with instructions. This is for customizing. Like I said, we have a nice tutorial about Red Atlases. Let's detach those and rest them on the ground. Left, oops, both, just left one. Okay. If I right click and go to the texture tab, I will see that this uses an atlas. Notice, uses an atlas. Because I have those textures unpacked in my inventory, I can see them directly by clicking, and they use an atlas. This is important. Now this is an atlas model. But what if you are an old school designer and you want to use a standard mapping, a mapping that you will most probably find in any prefab package? Okay, we created this RedText system script here in the base package, convert atlas to regular mapping. Just take the script and just put it inside, and that's all. Notice, actually there is no change into the texturing, at least visually. The textures look pretty identical because they are, but this is no longer an atlas. This is a regular mapping. So 82 textures are shown on the shoe. Here on this atlas version, only 7. But here, let's take a look at this. I did linked, and notice now I'm using the solid texture, the regular textures. Now, personally, I don't like to use this, so I will remove it. What else? Retouch system is used. Now we have a stretch script. It's very easy to use. It has a README file. You just need to wear it and make some adjustments. I will not stop in this. This is an addition to the specific product. We have this what's new in the pack. It's an interesting reading too. Okay, now we have a ready for use product. We need to do something else. We need to apply a texture pack. We have a texture pack provided for easy use. Here in objects, this is the orange pack with orange leather. I will raise it on the ground, assuming you purchased a pack, a texture pack. Again, touch to unpack, click accept, delete this, very fast unpacking. Okay, now this is very easy to use package. You have, of course, a texture package here with all the necessary textures. You have the standard textures, regular mapping, and the atlas versions of those textures. You have instructions, poster, and you have 2 scripts. One of the scripts needs to be applied on the atlas version, and the other one needs to be applied on the regular version. Now remember, if you go here and take a look at this, you will see that this is an atlas version. So in order to use it, we need to apply this script. How to do that? It's very simple. Just put it inside and watch it work. Now, if you use our older versions of RedText system script, they're a little bit more complex to use. For example, there are 2 scripts that needs to be used as a pair with important naming. You need to use both scripts with identical names, the root and the distribution. Then you need to go up to I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure on this viewer where is those options, but you need to start script in selection. It's well explained into the note card, but you need to be careful. It's a little bit more tricky than this new version 2 version of the red text script. And that's all, pretty much. You just need to take this back to your inventory and wear it, and you're ready for selling. About customizing, it's very easy. We separated each one of the passes. It's a texture passes, for example, shadow maps, specular maps, and the diffuse maps. You need to save them on your desktop, and you need to combine them and blend them in some 2D image editing software. But this gives you the opportunity to create a really amazing materials like a glossy leather with shadows, or just some sort of a diffuse looking material like some fabric. But in this method of separating passes, separating specular, separating shadows, you have a lot of options. And of course, red atlases will help you in a great amount of time. You just need to save only 7 images with shadows and only 7 images with specular. And notice the specular atlas 0 is identical to shadow atlas 0. So you need to blend them by using those numbers. For example, I need to blend this with this one by one, and here are the specular maps, so are the specular highlights more specifically, and this is the shadows. The same thing goes here. You can notice where are the highlights and where are the shadows. Now you blend those two in Photoshop, and you blend those two with some sort of a pattern, for example leather, and you're ready to create a completely new type of material. Of course, you can save our texture pack to your hard drive, again compose in atlases, and just change the color and re-upload it back. So that was all. Okay, let me take a look one more time on the packages, but I think we covered everything. Sometimes in a very specific product line we have a different system, for example red snap system, but they are explained very well in the note cards, and we have some videos about how to use them. But the basic workflow here is using first big creator system, and then using retouch system, and then just use retext system, and it's explained here, in this building step note card. Okay, that's it. Just take a close look at the naming. Sometimes things need to be paired by name, so this is the most common mistake. Another most common mistake is people like to go to some sandboxes that are very lagged, and they have a problem with raising things with Big Creator. Make sure you're on a right position, on the right place to work with those things, because they're heavily scripted and they need memory to work. But the entire process takes like 10 minutes once you get used to it, and it's very fast and can be a little bit complex or confusing because you have a lot of options: atlases, specular highlight maps, retouch systems, retext systems, stretch systems. Well, we try to provide everything in a very cheap package. So take your time, don't get too nervous. You will be able to do it after a little bit time. Just that's all. See ya.